arise today through the strength of heaven, light of sun, radiance of moon, splendor of fire, speed of lightning, swiftness of wind, depth of the sea, stability of earth, firmness of rock. I arise today through God's strength to pilot me, God's eye to look before me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's way to lie before me, God's shield to protect me from all who shall wish me ill, afar and near, alone and in a multitude, against every cruel, merciless power that may oppose my body and soul. I arise today, Christum, Christum, Christos machiansa, agus Christful, Christful, so yastim, Christohua, on tierna tixonu, on tierna tixonu, Goradahonu ahirna, in our mask, Gosel nasel.
Bhí an carta agus brethúras a thuirt séir an Kennedéine mar a rinne tú hiarna mar feici muide de ai agus ní nearnamid de heir ag níos Spáin an Chrímór tá ad agus déir a linn leis an cináltas nach bhfuil éon teordan leis in anam an air san bhic san spirit neve grástar Jerry sa Christ agus grád sé agus comna spirit neve liv go léir stír ma Gíomh imagine of rá agus fáilte muid taí go dtí báir den tíirna an dónach seo fáilte ar daine atá tíomh mu freisin agus an efrod taí ar an Hampshire. An him an áirí na bhí ag gníomh an túsáiling leis an efrin. I welcome you to our Mass on this day as we come to the table of the Lord to pray together. Ar dús tug me seo bechi chun cuimhne an iscimúisian an tafrin a cerúra. Adwin de cútach agus tí se bhrára, feici méid go tramlas mínos le bríhar le goríomhar is le fallí. Trí mo chorhéin, trí mo bhór chorhéin. Ar an ábh sin bhfuil in séróg ar na henglas ar na névis ar se bhrára, gwir ma hang glen tíir na tí. Gunne dí le cúta trochra orin wahi sé ar beci dún agus go dróí sé na beth sírí sin. Hir na gin trochra, a Christ gin trochra, a hir na gin trochra. Lord the yes na hard agus a taraf shikan of the fortune. Morimi true, Iri me true, Tugwich, Lordwich. Gambich weakest latus of the word Laura. I hear the Jiri the Vlahas a year Ahla Kuti. I hear the and Vicky is the Christ. I hear the Jew and J Macanahar. Toss a hogan Paki and down Jen Trokra Orin. Toss a hogan Paki and down Latin Armuga. Toss Hadi or Yeshanahar Jen Trokra Orin. Horace to one is Nefes, to one is Chirna. To one is Ruardi is the Christ, Morenish Spirit Neve. Tahar, Amen. Agus Queenish. Her spawn to Gwil to Ilkutuk, Tree the Rokra, Agus a Machness, Quinny, Darlino le Bruntness the Gra, Quidulin Ve, Sator, and Baha Hiri a Gelto, as Turdun, Argian, the Lora, the Vlas. Sinné ar mé bhthógat trí Christ Argirna. Thank you, the newest Lauren in Ivrica, Tasha and Tema Kenelish and Sushgil, the first reading from Numbers, very similar to that of the Gospel. The Lord saying that anyone who acts in my name does good in my name, even if they may not be officially asked to do so, is doing good, even though some of his followers were a little bit uneasy with that reality. And Daraletas ne Seamus Turch Corlag Dini Severa Dini who had wealth toward having wealth on the backs of people who were suffering as a result, a type of a warning and advice there. And Kedlet.
Sluktas laur na hivracha. Hánig an siar na nús as an scamal. Laur sé le muis agus hog sé cuds den spirits a bhíar. Agus cur sé ar an seachtó ceanar é. Nuair a hánig an spirit orthú, rinne siad teangracht ach ní dhéanamh ar sin in athúr. Bhí beirt fearr fanta Somalia. Elidad a bhí ar an gcuine acu agus mídad ar an duine eile. Agus hánig an spirit orthú. Bhí siad amnithe I measc an seachtó. Céine neacha siad amach go dtí an campa. Agus mar sin rinne siad teangracht Somalia. Rifar óg leis an scéal go dtí muis. Tá eldhead agus mídad ag teangracht istith ar an Malia. Agus Joshua mac nun a bhí a cúnamh do míis óna óige. Dúirt sé, a míis a chuine úsal, stopíd. Ach dúirt muis leis, ar a bé an chuí a bhfuil éad ort ar ma honsa. Farír nach fáte iad pobl a lug an siarne, le go gurach an siarne a spirit orthú ar fad. Sin bríthar dé. Fragar ar an sam, chur an aitheanta an siarne áthas ar an grí. Tá aitheanta an siarne ceart, churann siad áthas ar an grí. Tá dlí an siarne I drost. Tugann sé léargas den sé atá siimplí. Fragra. Scá rih an siarne ní féidir é a luchtú, marann sé go brach. Tá gach an nardín an siarne faoi, tá sé ceart amach is amach. Fragra an siarne áthas ar an grí. Currently an siarne a Harvanta ar an ólas. Is fiú go mór a lí a chuineál. Cé atá in an crinta féin a córamh. Glandiam na luchtaí nach bhecam. Fragra an siarne áthas ar an grí. Sáhfuil mé ón ngasce, ná ligdó an ceannas fearr a áil orm. An sin bai mé gan lucht agus siar ó éon droch fecha. Fragra chur an aitheanta áthas ar an grí. An daralécht. Sluktas nitcher níomh séamas. Anis a gcuine severa, tusaigh I cuine. Cuinigí na tobaiste atá ná díobh. Tá bhfuair gud severas ag loba, agus bhfuair cuid éadaí itse ag an lemáin. Tá merig déanta ar bhfuair gud ór agus airgid. Agus tíorfaí an bherig céine sin breithnus ormh. Agus ní bhaid gréim de bhfuair gud feola nach níosí faoi sí. Sinna mór míteach atá stóráilte agad dó féin le haine léanta dearnacha. Éisteachí an túrastal a chuine sibh go fealtach óna speladóirí a bhain sa garantí díobh. Tá sé a glíoch amach agus tá clús tucha ag tíarna na slua do éagán lucht bhainse an óver. Caisibh bhar síl go sóhhar sólcúlacht nuair a bhí ár a dhéanamh. Chunigé sibh ormh I githe nó go raibh sibh sách. Guair sibh agus marí sibh na daoine nach raibh orcáid ar bith iontu, agus níor cuid siad I bhar náid. Sin bríthar dé. Is dílis an siarne I ngach an abraíonn sé, agus is nífa I ngach a dhéanann sé. Alleluia.
Shine hallelujah,
an Sheeran live. An Schlachtus of Soshke Leif at the rare nave Marcus. Dúirt only Isa a washter. Honnig which then a caho mak down it animsha. I was take which le a stopum or knock dinner than drams jogana a. A dúirt Isa na stoppigi a mar in dinner yen and mirror to my animsha. Ni doi gun abroishe and rockrud fum. And then a knock will in our nigh tashid at our son. Gjevan hen Tom Air Olive and then a hugging cup on Ishka go Lenol. Burger le Chris Shiv ni by she doorsa a look see her. Ma couldn't end in a grieve dinner than a crater biogasha. A cretin unumsa in Malach Iwaska. Bajor Bargoga Crukfi Bro Willand Fui a Munyal as a Kahav Iwaraka. Ma banter tusla acid in Yal at the love Gar Jite as fair which does jocks a maha. Agus Kihrev Orth na Galov. A bheith ort agus tú a dul ifrin go dtí an Chinanach féidir a bhuacha. Agus má bhain de chus túscla asat gar díte. Is fear gwich dul isteach sa bahas tú bachach ná an dá cos a bheith ort agus tú a bheith catse nifrin. Agus má bantar túscla asat in gheall agus da húl. Stroch amachi is fear gwich dul isteach a riecht dé leth húl. Ná an gáthúil a bheith hat, agus tú a bheith catse in ifrin, an áid nach galtar an péist, agus nach mútar an tine suscéil dé. Agus a fáidcí rís an imagine seo, smuis taci, go dtí báir den tíirna, agus mar dúirt me in san léchtí nniu Corla agus ar equir says brewer didi beidir nach will a governor didi the Traman Solus instantly that the readings have a mixture of warning and also affirmation as to, regarding behaviour. I had a memory yesterday evening of many years ago when Father Leo was parish priest in Barna. I think he was tradition there of using a symbol every morning that had to do with the gospel. And it was the Sunday that they were opening the church in Knocknacarra, and I was asked by Leo if I would cover for him. So I came to Barna Church and saw a big stone outside the door of the church. And during the Mass, trying to figure out the symbolic value of it, I sort of concluded that it was representing the enormous change in Knocknacarra. That once upon a time there were stone rocks, stone walls there, and now with the enormous changes, I felt very proud of myself and mentioned that at the homily. So at communion time, one of the people coming up for communion said, you got it wrong, Father. The rock was representing today's gospel, tie a millstone around the neck. So I had to sort of humbly eat my words. I thought I was inspired. I've mentioned there in the Dillo this morning about the death of a priest, Father Con Cronin, a number of weeks ago. You might have heard about it down in the parishes of the Harbour parishes, Passage West, Monkstown, Ringaskiddy. And the bus driver obviously got a heart attack and died. The bus went out of control, and Father Con, in the process of saving a person who was with him for lunch, making their way back to the presbytery, saved the person with him and died himself. And great sadness on part of, as a result of both deaths. But there was a lovely booklet brought out in tribute to Father Con, who had been a missionary for many years, and his final years were being spent down the Harbour parishes. But in the booklet was the words of a hymn, hymn of promise, or hymn of hope. And I thought the words were very striking, words of comfort, especially for people going through difficult times. I was mindful of, say, the darkness we experienced going through the pandemic all of these months, and the worry that went with it, and the danger as well that people were surrounded by, and the prayer and hope for better days, which we're sort of sampling at the moment. Please God, it continues. I'd like to read the words, and they're in the Dialogue, and Niamh will sing the hymn at communion time. In the bulb there is a flower, and a seed, an apple tree. In cocoons a hidden promise, butterflies will soon be free. In the cold and snow of winter there is a spring that waits to be, unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. There's a song in every silence seeking word and melody. There's a dawn in every darkness, bringing hope to you and me. From the past will come the future, what it holds, a mystery, unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. In our end is our beginning, in our time, infinity. In our doubt there is believing, in our life, eternity. In our death, a resurrection, at the last a victory, unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. Bain Creab in Nashville. Treasureman Angie of one, Tarla Cook. Agus nain Tierna one is the Christ and walk Jay and Te Rugo and Ahar Solaro and Seran. Geo ye Solis a Hollis Fear ye or Air ye and Te Gino was not Yarnos that in substance lesson Ahar. Three Jerillan Quillini, or our sonna Horinchi on Nav. In Colole Coot and Spirit Nave and Random Whitey Burgers, Glockshire and other Dana. Case for Grishia freshen that our son. Donny Shea Posh, we punches Pilagus Adalak away. That Sherry and Trastle or the Renda Scriptor, who was Susar Nav. Tawny here Yeshanahar. Chickenahur, Wheat Lorhus, the Hoons of Jerfios or Maro. The by Jellan and a Riot. Chadus the Spirit Nave, Chernogus Brunton of Baha. And Ted Lucian on Nahas on Walk. Though I do is Glor, Marinish and Nahas Station Mock, is allowed Trina Fahia. Chadus and Enakish Nefa Catholic Espalda. I'll be on 10 Bosch to 1 to Manchester Backy. Tammy Sula Hashin and Maravs, the back tea, the toilet shocked. Amen. Agus Green Trouble. Ahar Nav, Ishnish, and Arnakadika, 3 Christ Archer.
Guyan Phobal. Guimish son Bapa Princess, Naspag Brendan, Agus and Clare Ilug. Gamai sheet an Aglish a Kirk con Keen, Snalayan to Jack Rishaw, a here na Aishlin. Guimish son na Bokli, Agus na Kalini, a Taig Dul, a Kate Cominoc, Agus an Conarto, go garage snip Prosh to Shaw, a here na Aishlin. Guimich go Lido and Pandemic, Agus Gavani Mudge Saw Vulture, River, Igoni, a here na Aishlin. Guimish le haine dini atá chin, go dugad a cúnamh dó sna lénta amach rón, a here na Aishlin.
Agus son am winter atá Slí na Fiorna, a here na Aishlin. Ahar Nav Glach Leonard nach an Diocha, 3 Christ Archer. Benny go here na yena crena mag Barna-Furbo and Tranch of Ralmich which and thought of us even than a home summer her was Jane for Jeff around the Bahadoo. Benny go here na yena crena mag Barna-Furbo and Finch of Ralmich which and inun of us even than a home summer her was Jane for Jeff jocks but it all the doom. Tagmich of the law here in the jail of Moss August Doddy's Cree come a few latter and Obershin Blacklish and Ebertshaw. Of Ralmich which in you. Squivy gave Rara nach Jean Tar the Cook of Lishniber Show Wemsha, I was Websha. A yen and Trokra, Lachlan or Nuffrod, was Jen, which Uder, Banachta, Doon, Shenair, and Wibahovat, 3 Christ or Jerna. Scrown Sheerna live. Togi Gibu Prihan Arja. Scamish Buikas Station Sheerna Gia. Is Cartux is Cordon Gajevalis Queers is Tarva Buikas Gowlef the Heroes in Aka Chihirna Ahernefa. A year a coot the Hiri. Da Asagan or Kundut Laura Yent on the written the cow the Yigata the Gwyn to Exlancher Fall or Washura. House Gustani to an Ilguina on Wash 3 Wash Christ or Chirna. The streets in the Ireland solution and angle the Wargoch that is eat for you or boon in the Lahor. Gig don't come out to a Wadowi go here on Luhara, Lobson, Ara. Is Nefa, who here the G and the Slow, Navigus Tala of London, the floor was Anis Nahartha. Animan Shirna was Anis Nahartha. I hear the G as Nefa who go fearnach is to a top of the Nef, the Galer. Navy machine for me Jordan Branton should have truth the spirit to Gajin with even our gore, corporate as will the vicar, Jirna is a priest. Donald she and Fosh the own hen was Ravisha who sus Knekista. Hog she Antaron, Gashi Buikas Glad, Brish Antaron. I was hug the Yesh Baliara, Blackie as Egi, Illa Esha, or say Shama Harp, Harford, Erworsan. Er gwy kenna tration top hog shan kalish Gashi Buikas Glad the Risha was hug the Yesh I or lucky gears, holy illa ashti shop, or si shall kalish which follow full no him the heri. Dorfrey war sonic so sonic in the Dana can matches the backy jiniki a shop, ni givna or himself. Agus fogel mich run jiver and such a faisa for the boss or her son. The rare should here in the Gia quived doon. Wash agus or a shady Christ. Of Ron which are on the back as Kalish and Clonhouse, and which weakest let Tusk got a few lection. The Vehan our Shassa that are a phone of Doon. Here which go horror to go in trophy the Kela the coot and spirit nation at our Portuguese Gorpog as if with Christ. Through Quivna here in the Gia Dagasha for them down, artist the Carton of E. The Gwydget in our Bob a Princess August in our Nasbook, Brendan. Quivney freshener a Winter Barna-Furbo August Edic Sula Hesherry lower. Quivney or Shudilla time Yerslina Fearn August Fortune Rumpuis Jockey Salus to Laura. Jen Trokra Orin Illa Impumi Jortonis Commution of a Portuguese Bahi Heri. Canto Wallo is at Loro E. Quidget and the Martin Mudamaher Jane and Evas Belagus and Levilla. They're in the Hulcher even all through the walk. East the Christ. Agus is 3, Chagas Lesh Agus on, how to got the Norok will ye entirely cooked, but enish the spirit nave, 3 hail the sail. Amen. Squeamish can a nahar, when we're going to slan a horde on the Yemen. Or nahar, tarna, the Dara the Niels, Niens the Holler and Dara, when Niens were an Nav. Honoring that whole, through doing the new, smatting our vehicle, Marwan Mission, the Kuni Fain. Knowledge Nika who was Sershin of Sershin of Gakalkin from Jorta here na Turdun Shiakan and our Lennon is Kamaimish the Cowder Opera. Serum Becky Goni the Slan on the word Chagish Sul Gulahorok, the Chatra Slanahora is a Christ. Here is Christ the Rush the Daspel Fogum Shiakan good to Dimo Hiakan. Now faker our back nach a credit of Darkasha to Shiakan Digas 8 in the Kale of Primorus Salatain. Toss the warnings are really in 3 hail in the sail. Agus in our Greek and your Grimish knew that care with Sheikh and Athens, Sheikh and Liv. I won't Jay, August Packy and down, Jens Roper. Won't Jay is Packy down. Won't Jay is Packy down, George. Try unje se hin te hoven Packy and down as made of shoe the for quidder con share on here na the few my option popular space. Peace a Credum with Twi Lahers, the Sacrament Ronefa. Gram who her in Gak Neagus is Minam who Glapus Jacoma Anam, Targus Spiridaltus Jacoma Cree. Demas Jacoma Cree is Jehu agus Aintium Mehain, Gomlanat, Narligum Scarolat Quiha. Amen. Agus Maradot made by an hymn and Ignivanish. We now listen to the hymn that I mentioned, the hymn of promise.
In the bud there is a flower, in the seed an apple tree, in cocoons a hidden promise, butterflies will soon be free. In the cold and snow of winter there's a spring that waits to be unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. There's a song in every silence, seeking word and melody. There's a dawn in every darkness, bringing hope to you and me. From the past will come the future, what it holds a mystery, unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. In our end is our beginning, in our time infinity, in our doubt there is believing, in our life eternity, in our death a resurrection, at the last a victory, unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see, unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see.
Gentle Covron le Wincher Jane Carey. Vi Coran Shah Kupla Anchatan Shakacha Maher le Jane Carey, Devani Nafarbucha. Yes, Jane of Zambuchan of Iran Illig. Amen. Just peace and Shin and Son Dilog, we Kate Comenachus and Conarto, that thankfully we will be having First Communions and Confirmations during October and November. And it's be very different again, but except we'll be able to take the classes one at a time rather than having to divide the classes this year. And nice to have the ceremonies, very special occasion for children and their families in particular, and the extended family as well. And the children of a new age, that prayer for them to be strong within, imbued with faith, hope and imagination as they venture into the future. So our thoughts are with them as they prepare. Just to mention there, a season of creation, a reflection there by Pope Francis, that a little bit like the hymn using images from nature as a means of alerting us. Rivers do not drink their own water, trees do not eat their own fruit, the sun does not shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We are born to help each other, no matter how difficult it is. Life is good when we are happy, but much better when others are happy because of you. Tá fógran sin fi airo na nef sacrament a ro nef fi tostlu a marach an lún o shacht gydia hocht tranona. Stachu gydas will tools jet a leis shirish. that the exposition of Blessed Sacrament will be on from Mondays from now on, from 7 to 8. Agus that sense of reopening, there's a mention there about Dowsa at the Louise Curran School of Irish Dancing in Furbo, Wednesday at 4 o'clock, and there's a folk mentions as well about Rangada line dancing. I don't know what the Irish is for line dancing, Dowsa Lena, and they, as well Thursday evening, 7:30 to 9 o'clock in Furbo. So we might see some dancing here eventually if things begin to improve. Can I thank Niamh and Mary for putting the work in during the week in preparing the song, singing so well, and with the accompaniment, Míle Buíochas. Fógraíonn muid bás Christ an affran seo hiarna go dtuigh sé slán ó thugann agus go déanta sé muid ina glóra sin ar an bhuibh a thugad trí Christ start hiarna is go raibh tíarna libh. Go mbeidh déad a cúta sibh go atharbhacht agus an spirit léamh. Tá an taifean hart go dé sé slán.